Hi, in this video, we'll learn about how to combine all these in order to achieve this result, right? So what it's trying to say is that take every uh, same name, right, and a different amount in a different column. So the job is really taking this, right, if it's the same, right? So then put it here and put it here. And then the next one is that whenever you see there's a two tomato, and let's say it's this here, right? So let's say it's tomato, and then you just put it here, and then followed by durian, right? So then we also check on all this durian here, right? And then put it together in another different column. Now every two column into a different set, right? So you can see here, one set, two set, three set, and as for chili, right, here we have another one here as well. So let's say here. So you see that? So in other words, right? So you actually really just look at here and how many of them is unique, right? So and from there it's separate into a different set, right? So every set, right, is two column, two column, two column, two column, two column, right? And as well as this one here as well, right? So carrot right there. So how do you achieve this, right? If I want to do it manually, right, I got to do it many times, right? And that is where we can apply the reduce and lambda. So what is reduce? What is lambda? Hashtag. Take I talked about it last video. Filter as well, right? So reduce, right? Reduce, right? Let's just do a quick one, right? So it's reduce function is right like this here. The reduce is used to apply a calculation iteratively to a range of an array, starting from the initial value. So you can see that here, this is an example here. It has three parts, right? One is called the initial value, and then started with the list of value that you want to iterate. So and then in that list of iterate, right, what do you want to do with each of the numbers, right? So here it said it start with the accumulate numbers, right, with zero, and then x is really just the number of the current one, right? So then in each of the iterations it will just add up the previous value. So you can see here that how do we get the 30 set here? See the lambda here, it has zero, and then it's accumulates some value of the sum x, right? X is the value. X is the each value a1 to a5 at x to account, right? So now, so what it says here is and of course you want to know a little bit about lambda as well, right? So let's say lambda is a way to create a user-defined function, right, on the fly, right? So you can see here, I can quickly say A, B, give the parameters and calculations for the last one, and then supply them with the values, right? So same goes to here, that this is another calculation, right? And what is the value? What is the parameters, right? We can put it on the fly, right? So there you go here, right? So reduce and lambda can also be used in such a way. Oh yeah, this is what. So now let's take a look at this reduce and right. So there's an initial value. Reduce always have an initial value, and then this is empty, right? And then now we're going to have to say that what's the iterate value, right? So it's called unique. So basically get a unique list of from B1 to B10. So you get it is potato, tomato, durian, chili, and carrot. Right? So five unique value. Now in this five unique value, what do you want to do with it, right? So here is spelled out in the lambda, right? So A is the empty value, the accumulator value. X is this list, right? So this list, right, for each elements in this list, what do you want them to do, right? So here is spelled out that you got to hash stack it. hashtag the one that it start with the A, and then from there, right, we're going to use the take and last two, right? So not only that, right, we're going to do a filter for each of that value. So it means something like this take, right? It literally like this, right? Is that it goes through, let's say a filter, right? Uh, so filtering is like this, right? So you say I want the first step is really unique, right? So for unique, right? So I'm just showing you that how this work, right? So well, I have this here, and then okay. So basically, this is the unique list, right? So let's just put it here. Okay, this is nothing here. Just empty this as well, right? So clear. Okay, so this is the unique it does, right? So now next thing is that here we will talk about that is uh, take or even the future, right? So it's like, so for each of these item, go back to this list here, go back to this here, right? So this is the list, right? So we go back to this list and then say, okay, I want the filter on the potato. So what does that mean is that the filter will actually says that okay, well, just give me all the filter, right? So like this, right? So this is the filter. So it filtered this because for the first item is potato, right? So now, and then it said that, hey, but wait, I don't want the weight, I just want these two, right? So that's why we have the take, right? -2, right? Which is explained in the last video. If you want to take, like, let's say here, I want to take the last two, I'm going to put that here, last two column, right? So we can see the H here. So same goes to here, right? We got to take the uh, last two column, right? So, and then, now that we complete, so that means that the end result would be something like, would be this here. Yeah, of course, you got to have this here as well, right? So this is it, right? So now, once you finish this, right? So what you do next, right, is that you go to hashtag horizontally. So the next item is that, let's just do filter, clear this here. The next item will be tomato. So we get this list, right? So I iterate over here. Now it's tomato. So because again, right, we're going to do that. We're going to do the filter of tomato, right? So okay, then we have two more, right? So we got two more. So we just put it here, copy this, and then we just copy this, right? But before we copy, I mean, you got to select these two columns and then hashtag as horizontally stacking, right? So, and then I'll just paste it here, right? So again, right? So you don't see this item, just like you see earlier. So I just illustrate to you that how is it done, right? So the reduce function, right? So it reduce to until the last one, right? So and it will, for each of the iterations, right, there is a lambda to take place, right? So in this case is to do the filtering, do the take, and then hashtag it. So there are three processes which all done in just one single line. It's how powerful is that? So yeah, so let's take it here. So you can see that if we keep doing this here, right? So what will happen is that so then you say that it will be durian, right? So if it's durian, right? So then we have this here, and it's supposed to be take with the filter, it will get this list, right? But then I want this two, right? So then we just put it here. Oh yeah, beside, and then there's two here more. So you see, it's hash stacking, right? Hash stacking, hashtag, okay, horizontal stacking. And thanks you for watching.